What is up, besties? Welcome back to another vlog. I know in the last vlog I briefly mentioned about gut health and how I'm on this journey of exploring different ways to really heal my gut. And one of the things that I really came across was the importance of having a probiotic. This leads me to share the latest addition to my daily supplements routine, which is the Symbiotic Plus supplements by Ritual. Thanks so much to Ritual for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So not only is this supplement a probiotic, but it's actually a prebiotic, probiotic, and a postbiotic all in one. With that said, this 3-in-1 supplement helps support gut and digestive health, which is something I've personally seen a huge difference since taking Symbiotic Plus. For 25% off your first order of Ritual, go to the link right in my description box or scan the QR code on your screen right now. Thanks so much again to Ritual for sponsoring this portion of the video. All right, I have a question for you.
Yes.
In the last vlog, I left off, and I was very excited, enthusiastic to make you a cherry pound cake.
Okay. Oh, you want me to share my thoughts about it?
I want you to share your thoughts, genuinely.
I thought the pound cake was very thoughtful. I was not expecting it. I came back to the apartment after my flight, and it was quite the surprise. So the element of surprise was used, so I really appreciated that. Just to come back and feel loved and appreciated, and I felt like that was some thoughts and some emotions that I was feeling. Appreciated, loved, and then obviously the element of surprise is always cool and unique to see. So those are just my thoughts when it comes to the pound cake. In terms of the taste, yeah, I thought it was great. I know we talked about the type of frosting, but it's all
frosting.
About,
that's what it
was.
It's
a frosting, but I think regardless of the frosting taste, right, or what frosting folks may like, may not like. Some people like whipped cream frosting. I don't like whipped cream frosting. That's not what it was, but just using it as an example. I thought the thought of it was what mattered the most because it took time and preparation to actually put it together. So that's what I appreciated the most about it. And, you know, I do like cherry pound cake. It reminded me of what my grandma did for my birthday, so it was good.
I did not ask him this question off camera, right, babe?
No, you didn't.
I did not. So you guys have his raw response.
There it is.
Baby, you answered that so beautifully because I thought you were going to go straight to the taste.
No.
You went, he gave you guys a full response, like a sandwich. I call those responses sandwiches.
Sandwiches, yes. It's a
but what I was saying in the last vlog was that I love that you feel safe enough to be transparent and real with me, because you were like, you sandwiched it with me, but you also like, you were honest. You were like, hey babe, because we don't want to spend 50 plus 90 million years married, and then I'm still making the same pound cake, and you're like, baby, I'm not really feeling this.
Yeah, I did it. There's ways you can do it.
There's ways you can do it.
As long as you can do it with love and respect. I mean,
love and respect.
And not really like just cutting straight to it, then you can have that conversation.
Come on now. Come on, man of God. So yeah, I think in this vlog, I'm going to chat a little bit about the things that I'm learning so far in marriage. As I was saying, it's been 3 months, almost 3 months. By the time you guys are watching this, it'll be 3 months. But we're going to chat a little bit about what I've been learning so far. ¿Cómo está?
Bien, gracias, señor.
Lavar ropa hoy.
Bueno, quizá me después vaya a la Walmart.
Y'all, where I do my laundry is not aesthetic at all. And I'm just grateful that I get to do my laundry regardless if it's aesthetic or not. This is the whole basement, okay? Until God says it's so. Until God says it's done. No, no, no. Oh man, what a good song. Whew. All right. Second load. It's ready. Music is always a fun part of editing because you really have to like you really have to display your Not have to, but it's a moment to display your creativity. Oops. So I just had a super quick lunch and I'm about to fold these clothes right now. And it led me to really share one of the things that I'm learning right now, that I am 3 months into this beautiful, amazing, incredible marriage covenant that I get to just choose and be a part of every single day. Because you make the decision, you get into covenant, but that decision is backed up by action when you choose every single day to be the partner, the spouse, the wife or husband that you said you were going to be, even whether the season is hard or the season is beautiful and joyous. Like, it's in and out of season, it's a decision you make. And so anyway, I was doing laundry and I was thinking about this all week, honestly, and the laundry really just topped it off. And I was like, man, like, so many times we see these mundane things that we do for our home or to make the process easier for our partner as such a task. But when you change your language and your mindset around getting that thing done, you really begin to shift your heart posture on it feeling like an inconvenience. And it doesn't feel like an inconvenience to me. It feels like an opportunity that I have to do these things unto the Lord. And this really started even in like my singleness, when I didn't know the man I got at all. And it started by me understanding like, wow, like I really get to wash these clothes that I have on my back. Because one thing about me, actually, dishes is a thing for me. I'm like, oh, because I still wash my dishes. I've never lived anywhere or ever owned a dishwasher. Like, I was born and raised with old school parents, and one thing about us is we can wash these plates. Not to say that one day I'm not gonna own a dishwasher. I will, but just to kind of give you a little bit of background. And so sometimes when you're doing these things that seem so minimal or seem like an inconvenience, or like you don't feel like doing it, you have to say, you know what, Lord, like, man, thank you for the water that's coming out of this faucet that I get to use to wash these dishes. I have soap, I have plates, I have food to put on these plates, and I get to feed my family, I get to feed my husband. When you have gratitude filling your heart, it's something that changes you from the inside. It, where you were once hardened by life and all of the burnout and all the things that you feel like you had to get done, it begins to soften the language and the approach that you have toward that very thing. And so I'm here like doing laundry, and like, granted, the man of God is always ready to help, and but I kind of like, I love to create a peaceful environment so that he can come into and feel like it's easy at home, right? At least when it comes down to when he enters those doors, it feeling like a sanctuary for him, as much as I can possibly create with my power and with partnership with the Lord, obviously, like the things that I can do, and then the Lord handles the rest. But that's one of the things that I'm seeing that is almost like a fruit that I sowed into when I was in a relationship, when I wasn't married, that I'm seeing now, like, wow, like it's very beneficial for me to just create, step aside myself, step outside of myself and say, you know what, like, as I'm washing these dishes, I'm doing this unto the Lord. As I'm washing these clothes, I'm doing this unto the Lord. As I'm working out, right, I'm doing this unto the Lord. I get to steward this well. I get to steward my temple, my body, right? I get to steward the tasks and the things that I get to do around my home. And look, when I tell you, I don't care if you're 5 minutes into your marriage, 5 years, 50 years. This is something that is going, when you really like really start working at that mindset, and it starts softening your heart toward the things that, you know, just are either things that you have taken upon yourself to complete or to do around the house, especially around the house. Sometimes those things can feel like so mundane, like I said, so regular that you're like, I don't feel like it. But when you say, you know what, like, Lord, I'm not doing this unto my husband. I'm not doing this unto my kids. I'm not doing this unto myself. I'm doing this unto you because I have the privilege and the honor to steward this. Am I gonna choose to steward it well? Or am I gonna choose to just be like whatever about it? It's your decision. And I hope you decide well, because at the end of the day, like, you only really live one life, and you want that to be rich and full of joy, and not always offended or not always burnt out or burdened by the things of life. You don't have to live like that. So anyway, I'm going to finish this laundry today. Thanks again so much to Ritual for sponsoring a portion of today's video. You guys, I literally be taking these like clockwork. When I tell you, I am a girly that has suffered through some stomach upsetness in the past, and I'm finally seeing like a huge difference in how like I digest like my food and my bloating. Like, it's less bloating, like it's really intense. So I love that I've added this 3-in-1 kind of prebiotic, probiotic, postbiotic, all the biotics. Make sure you tap the link in my description box below to get 25% off your first Ritual purchase. Also, thank you guys so much for just your love, and like, gosh, I was just reading you guys' comment in like one of the videos from like a week or two ago or whatever, and it's just such a beautiful thing that the Lord does, where it's like you just go full circle at it, and I'm just like, wow, like God is really doing it. Like, he's really using everything he said he would, and he's really doing everything he said he would, period. I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Please let me know how you guys are doing, how I can actually be praying for you.